Hello students, myself Ravikant Sharma. Students, we have to read today the Gauss's law. Okay, Gauss's law, Gauss's theorem is most important theorem in class 12 physics. Okay, so we have to read today Gauss's theorem. Okay, now we write the statement. What is its statement? It states that the total electric flux, okay, we write this. It states that the total electric flux or passing through a closed surface. Okay, the total electric flux passing through a closed surface is 1 upon epsilon naught times of the charge enclosed. Okay, the charge present inside the closed surface. Okay, so we can say that the total electric flux is represented by phi E. Okay, so we can say the total electric flux phi E is equal to 1 upon epsilon naught times the total charge Q enclosed inside the closed surface. Okay, so we can say it states that the total electric flux. What is electric flux? The electric field lines passing through a surface, that the number of lines is called electric flux. Okay, so the total electric flux passing through a closed surface is 1 upon epsilon naught times of the charge enclosed, total charge in the closed surface. Okay, now we prove it. So we can write derivation. Okay, let consider a closed surface, and that surface we get a spherical surface. Okay, that is a spherical surface. Consider a spherical surface, a charge Q placed at the point O. What is O? O is the center of this spherical surface. Okay, the radius of this surface is R, and electric field is in the perpendicular direction of center O. Okay, the closed surface, this closed surface is a sphere, and electric field is in the perpendicularly on this surface. Okay, now we say a small surface. It is a small surface ds. Okay, and point P placed here. Consider a charge Q0 at this point. Okay, consider a charge Q0 at that point. So we can say that the charge Q is placed at point O. R is a radius, E is electric field, is in perpendicular direction of ds, or this closed surface. Okay, ds is this small area. Okay, Q0 is a charge placed at the point P. So we know the Coulomb's law. We know the Coulomb's law. Coulomb's law. What is Coulomb's law? You know, F is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q into Q0 upon R square. That is the Coulomb's law. The product of Q and Q0 is directly proportional to the F, and the distance between Q and Q0 is indirectly proportional to the force F. This is the Coulomb's law. Okay, and you know electric field intensity, you have read this. Okay, electric field intensity E is equal to F upon Q0. Okay, Q0 is the charge at point P. So we put the value of F in this. Okay, so we can write put the value of F. So we get E is equal to, the value of F is this, F 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into Q0 upon R square. That is the value of Coulomb's law F, and this Q0 is right as 1 upon Q0. Okay, so Q0 is cancelled, this Q0, we get E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into Q upon R square. Okay, put the value of F, this is the value of F, we put here. So 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q0 upon R square, and this Q0 is here. Okay, so Q0 is cancelled by this Q0. So we get E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into Q upon R square. Okay, this is the equation 1. Now we have to prove this. Electric flux is equal to 1 upon epsilon naught times the total charge. Okay, so we can use the formula of electric field. What is electric field? Electric field phi E is equal to E dot ds cos theta. E, what is E? E is the electric field, and ds is this small area. Okay, this small area is ds, and theta, what is cos theta? Theta is the angle between E and the perpendicular of ds. Okay, theta is the angle between E and the perpendicular of ds. Now what is the direction of E? The direction of E is perpendicular of ds. Okay, and what is the perpendicular? Where is the perpendicular of ds? The perpendicular of ds is like this. So we can say that the direction of perpendicular of ds is in the direction of electric field E. Okay, electric field E and the perpendicular of ds is in same direction. So we can say that theta is equal to 0 degree. Okay, the angle in between E and perpendicular of ds is 0. We use this here. Phi E is equal to E dot ds cos 0. Okay, now we know cos 0 is equal to 1. We apply this. Phi E is equal to E dot ds into 1. Okay, so cos 0 is equal to 1. Now this electric flux is only this small area ds. Okay, this small flux is only this small area ds, but this is the whole surface. So what is the electric flux for this whole surface? Now we write this. For the total surface area, for the total surface area, what we can write? Phi E is equal to closed integral. Why we use this sign? This sign is represent this, that electric flux is for the whole surface. Okay, the total surface area of this spherical surface. So we can write this as E is an electric field. This electric field is write separately. Phi E is equal to E is here and closed surface ds write as. Why? Because this is the total surface area of a sphere. Okay, this is the total surface area of a square, and E is electric field intensity. In equation 1, what is the value of E? 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q upon r square. So by equation 1 we put this value of E. Phi E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into q upon r square. Okay, closed surface ds. Okay, now what is the value of this? This is the total surface area of this spherical surface. What is the total surface area of spherical surface? You know, that is 4 pi r square. Okay, we know that the total surface area of a sphere is equal to 4 pi r square. We use this in here. Phi E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught into q upon r, and what is the value of this? 4 pi r square. This is the total surface area of a sphere. 4 pi is cancelled, 4 pi and r is cancelled. This, okay, this is the r square. Okay, by equation 1 this is the r square. So r square cancel this r square. Now we get phi E is equal to q upon, what is remain here? Epsilon naught. Okay, that is the Gauss's theorem. Total electric field E is equals to 1 upon epsilon naught times of total charge q. Okay, thank you.